The outer solar system has enough mysteries and potential discoveries to keep scientists busy for decades. Case in point, Ariel, a moon of Uranus. Since the beginning of the space age, only one space probe has ever passed by Uranus and its system of moons. And yet, that which has been gleaned from this one mission, and over a century and a half of Earth and space-based observation, has been enough to pique the interest of many generations of scientists. Discovered on October 24, 1851 by William Lassell, it is named for a sky spirit in Alexander Pope's The Rape of the Lock, and Shakespeare's The Tempest. The moon's mean diameter is about 720 miles. Ariel is the fourth largest of the 27 known moons of Uranus. It orbits and rotates in the equatorial plane of Uranus, which is almost perpendicular to the orbit of Uranus and so has an extreme seasonal cycle. So Ariel's poles see permanent night or daylight for half a Uranian year, which are 42 Earth years. Among Uranus's 5 major moons, Ariel is the second closest to the planet after Miranda, orbiting at the distance of about 190,000 kilometers. Its orbital period is around 2.5 Earth days, coincident with its rotational period. This means that one side of the moon always faces the planet, a condition known as tidal lock. The observed surface of Ariel can be divided into 3 terrain types: crater terrain, ridge terrain, and plains. The main surface features are impact craters, canyons, fault scarps, ridges, and troughs. Photographs taken by the U.S. Voyager 2 spacecraft during its flyby of the Uranian system in 1986 show that Ariel's surface is crisscrossed with scarps and long valley-like formations. Some of the latter are partially filled with materials that may have upwelled from the moon's interior as a result of tectonic activity in the past. In a few cases, ice appears to have spread out from the valleys across broad plains, much like glacier flows on Earth. These features and the paucity of large impact craters suggest that Ariel has the youngest surface of all of Uranus's major moons. Ariel revolves around Uranus at a mean distance of 190,900 kilometers. The moon's density is 1.66 g/cm3, which indicates that it consists of roughly equal parts water ice and a dense non-ice component. The latter could consist of rock and carbonaceous material, including heavy organic compounds known as tholins. Its surface features are most interesting among other Uranian moons. Ariel is believed to be composed of about half water ice and half rocky material. This is a somewhat larger fraction of rock than Saturn's moon, Rhea. Ariel is very similar to Titania, although Titania is about 35% larger. The most striking feature of Ariel is the complex network of deep rift valleys crisscrossing the entire surface of the moon. These canyons are very similar to those on Mars. They have extremely smooth floors, which indicates that they may have been eroded by some form of liquid. We know it could not have been water, because water is as hard as steel at these extremely low temperatures. Astronomers believe that these canyons may have been carved out by liquid ammonia, methane, or carbon monoxide. Some of these valleys have ridges, which are believed to have been formed by upwellings of ice from the moon's interior. The surface of Ariel is also littered with craters. Many of these craters appear to be partially submerged. This indicates that the surface is relatively young. Astronomers believe that some sort of process has reshaped the surface of this moon. Ariel has no detectable atmosphere and no magnetic field. The crater terrain is intersected by a network of scarps, canyons, and narrow ridges, most of which occur in Ariel's mid-southern latitudes. Known as chasmata, these canyons were probably graben that formed due to extensional faulting triggered by global tension stresses, which in turn are believed to have been caused by water and/or liquid ammonia freezing in the interior. These chasmata are typically 15 to 50 kilometers wide and are mainly oriented in an east or northeasterly direction. The widest graben have grooves running along the crests of their convex floors, known as valleys. The longest canyon is Kachina Chasma, which is over 620 kilometers long. All in all, Uranus Moon Ariel is in good company. Like its fellow Uranians, its axial tilt is almost the exact same as Uranus. It is composed of almost equal parts ice and rock, it is geologically active, and its orbit leads to an extreme seasonal cycle. However, Ariel stands alone when it is to its brightness and its youthful surface. Unfortunately, this bright and youthful appearance has not made it an easier to observe. Alas, as with all Uranian moons, exploration of this moon is still in its infancy and there is much we do not know about it. One can only hope another deep space mission, like a modified Cassini flyby, takes place in the coming years and finishes the job started by Voyager 2.